Monster Hunter Wild's first Capcom collab has been released, and it allows you to play as Akuma. And in today's video, we're going to be going over a special Mythbusters for just exactly what affects the new Akuma skill layout. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Josh, and we're tackling exactly what we just talked about, Mythbusting Akuma's new Monster Hunter armor. The first Mythbuster here is going to be, well, we know that the attack power of your weapon affects the damage that the Akuma skills do, but does the weapon type that you're using actually affect it? Is a great sword going to give you more damage than, say, something like a dual blade? As if you have the coefficient turned on in your options menu, you'll see in the stat screen that the great sword has way higher attack than something like a dual sword. All right, let's see. 10. 101. Also 101. It's from the meal. All right. Type of weapon does not matter. Confirmed. So we tested this, and well, we want to say that this is myth busted. This is false. The type of weapon that you're using for your Akuma layout doesn't actually matter. The game's using the coefficient turned off to dictate the weapon value, the attack value of the equipped weapon, so you can freely use something like a dual blade if you want to over something that's, well, gonna block your super sweet Akuma layout like a great sword would. Number 2, does buffing your attack with something like weapon decorations, buffs from hunting horns, demon drugs, anything you can think of, does buffing your attack buff the damage of your Akuma's special skills? 11 baseline. 59. Double attack up small. 12. Songs work! We tested this one out, and well, from everything that we were able to find, everything that you can buff the weapon damage with, whether it's going to be an attack decoration, a hunting horn song, something like a mega demon drug, or a demon powder, or a might pill, all of these things will up the damage of everything that you do with your Akuma weapon layout. There is one thing, though, that we did find when we were looking at the different buffs from hunting horns, and that the self-improvement buff, even though it does massively increase the attack power while you have a hunting horn equipped, it doesn't actually affect the damage that you do with the Akuma skills from that specific self-improvement buff. Interesting. Self-improvement does not work. Now, number 3, we have some special moves here, the Hadoukens that Akuma allows you to use. They do kind of explode, so we were wondering if Bombadier would affect the damage that you do with the different Hadoukens, whether it's going to be from the triple punch combo or just from using the slinger ammo. Let's check out Bombadier. I mean, they're kind of explosions, right? 54 before, right? Does not affect. All right, that doesn't work. And so we quickly tested this one, and we found out quite easily that no, Bombardier doesn't affect anything that you do with the Hadoukens, whether it's from the normal attack combo or from using your slinger. Number 4, can you activate Counterstrike while using your drive form? Now, the drive form in the Akuma layout is a type of offset attack, and a while ago, well, Capcom did change it so you can actually proc Counterstrike off of drive attacks. but we were still interested in seeing if this was going to be some sort of spaghetti code with Akuma, so we tested that out there. Counter? Counter works? Counter works with the offset? Counterstrike did not work that time. Wonder why it worked the first time. Oh, it's the hyper armor from it. It's not necessarily the offset itself. Okay. If you're in the animation when something would hit you, it'll proc Counterstrike. Okay. So this one is both true and false. You're not going to be able to use your drive strike, your offset attack to just traditionally proc Counterstrike. It is still patched and does affect Akuma here. However, if you utilize your Raging Demon drive strike to detonate wounds and you time it just correctly, that super armor, even during the cutscene, is going to apply and you will proc that Counterstrike plus 25 attack raw bonus. Next up, does Evade Extender actually, well, extend the evasion length of the special Akuma dodge? Evade window? Yeah, it looks like it's gonna work. Oh yeah. Evade Extender is a great comfy skill for a lot of different players out there in Monster Hunter Wild, so we were kind of wondering to see if this would actually apply to the sort of cool looking teleport that Akuma does do, and well, we're proud here to tell you that yeah, Evade Extender does pretty much significantly increase the evade distance that you get off of the Akuma form dodge. Next up, you have to actually utilize the emotes for your special moves when you're using the Akuma layout, or are there other secret ways to activate these abilities with traditional fighting game inputs? This is something that we were all very interested in here, and I want to tell you right off the bat that, well, this is actually going to be true. There are other ways for you to activate certain attacks that you utilize with on the Akuma layout, such as the free emote that you get for doing the quest, the uppercut down slam. And the way you utilize this special ability is the traditional dragon punch input, which is going to be forward, down, and then down, forward directional, followed by an attack input. If you look at the numpad on your keyboard, this is going to be something like 623 followed by attack. I found this input pretty cumbersome to utilize, and so I still actually just have the emote keybound to a special keybound wheel for my items to utilize it if I want to. But there is another super awesome thing that you can do to utilize Raging Demon without having to utilize the drive form hotbar thing. I don't know what it is, but this one's super easy. This one is, while you have a full drive form gauge, you just simply do square square for 2 light punches, followed immediately by triangle plus circle on a PlayStation controller, and this will make you do a little bit of a dash forward like you would if you just did a normal roll after using an attack. However, while you're dashing, if you come into contact with an enemy wound, it will just do the Raging Demon. An alternate way to activate Raging Demon or use your drive form gauge is to, well, be in sort of any kind of attack chain combo, whether it's light attack or heavy attack or medium attack. And you're in focus mode, you can just hit right bumper, which is going to be your sprint button, and this will activate the offset attack. And you can do this mid combo, which is very nice. You can also aim this at a wound to detonate it and activate Raging Demon this way as well. Next up, can you activate special weapon procs like the White Flame procs from the Shia weapons? Shia weapons not work. This one's gonna be very easy. We went and checked it out, and no, we couldn't activate a single White Flame proc because apparently, in my opinion, I guess we're not attacking with the weapon itself. So while a lot of other weapon skills, like increasing your affinity or your crit damage or your attack from the decorations, would apply to everything you do with the Akuma melee attacks, White Flame Torrent just won't proc, and anything like that, we couldn't get the proc either. So this is going to be false. You can't proc White Flame with the Akuma weapon style. Also, to throw this in there as well, I could be wrong, but I tried to use Flare on top of this, and I couldn't get the additional non-elemental damage from Flare to proc using the Akuma weapon layout either. So keep that for what it is, but Flare's just kind of been sort of whatever anyway. I'm not entirely sure there, but for Flare, we'll throw that one as a question mark for now. If you know more about Flare with the Akuma weapon art, let me know what you found down below. That's everything that we could find here. If you want to see more stuff like this, I don't know what's going on in this channel, if we're going to become a Monster Hunter channel or what, drop it down below, leave a nice little comment out there, say hello to someone today, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.